Raining cats and dogs. Raining cats and dogs. Meaning, raining cats and dogs means it is raining very heavily. In a sentence, we decided to stay indoors because it was raining cats and dogs outside.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Meaning, this idiom means you shouldn't assume or plan for something that hasn't happened yet, as it may not turn out as expected. In a sentence, he was planning how to spend his bonus before the deal closed, but I reminded him not to count his chickens before they hatch. Let's try another sentence. She started celebrating her promotion before the announcement, forgetting not to count her chickens before they hatch.
Break the ice. Break the ice. Meaning, to break the ice means to start a conversation or activity to make people feel more comfortable in a social situation. In a sentence, to break the ice at the meeting, she told a funny story that made everyone laugh. Hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. Meaning, to hit the nail on the head means to describe or do something exactly right or accurately. In a sentence, during the debate, she hit the nail on the head with her argument about climate change.
The proof is in the pudding. Meaning, this idiom means that the true value or quality of something can only be judged by putting it to use or experiencing it. In a sentence, the product looks promising, but the proof is in the pudding. We need to test it first. Let's try another sentence. He claimed to be a great chef, but the proof is in the pudding when we taste his cooking. A leopard can't change its spots. Meaning, this idiom means that people cannot easily change their true nature or character, no matter how much they try. In a sentence, no matter how polite he acts now, everyone knows a leopard can't change its spot. Let's try another sentence. She said she'd be more organized, but her messy habits prove that a leopard can't change its spots. The pen is mightier than the sword. Meaning, this idiom means that written words and ideas can have a greater impact and power than physical force or violence. In a sentence, throughout history, powerful speeches and books have shown that the pen is mightier than the sword. Let's try another sentence. He believed in resolving conflicts through negotiation, proving that the pen is mightier than the sword.
Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Meaning, a piece of cake means something that is very easy to do. In a sentence, solving that math problem was a piece of cake for her.
Bite the bullet. Meaning, to bite the bullet means to face a difficult or unpleasant situation with courage and determination. In a sentence, she decided to bite the bullet and take the challenging exam despite her fears. Let's try another sentence. He knew he had to bite the bullet and tell his boss about the mistake. Now it's your turn. Have you ever had to bite the bullet? Pull someone's leg. Meaning, to pull someone's leg means to joke with or tease someone in a playful way. In a sentence, he told me he won the lottery, but he was just pulling my leg. Let's try another sentence. Don't believe him. He's just pulling your leg about quitting his job. Now it's your turn. Actions speak louder than words. Meaning, actions speak louder than words means that what people do is more important and meaningful than what they say. In a sentence, he promised to help, but when he showed up early to volunteer, it proved actions speak louder than words. Let's try another sentence. She didn't just talk about change, she started a charity because actions speak louder than words. Meaning, this idiom means that even in difficult or unpleasant situations, there is always something positive to be found. In a sentence, after losing his job, he discovered new opportunities he never considered before. Every cloud has a silver lining. Let's try another sentence. Though the storm ruined their picnic, it brought much-needed rain for the crops. Every cloud has a silver lining. Hit the books. Meaning, to hit the books means to study intensely or with great focus, usually for an upcoming test or exam. In a sentence, with finals approaching, she decided it was time to hit the books and prepare. Let's try another sentence. If you want to ace the math test, you'll need to hit the books this weekend. Now it's your turn. Cut to the chase. Meaning, to cut to the chase means to get straight to the point without unnecessary details or delay. In a sentence, during the meeting, he told everyone to cut to the chase and focus on the main issue. Let's try another sentence. Instead of explaining all the background, she decided to cut to the chase and present her solution. Now it's your turn. Have you ever had to cut to the chase? Meaning, this idiom means to escape one bad situation, only to end up in an even worse one. In a sentence, she left her stressful job for another, only to find herself working even longer hours, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Let's try another sentence. By avoiding the storm, the hikers ended up stranded in the desert, out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Let the cat out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag. Meaning, to let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret, often accidentally. In a sentence, he let the cat out of the bag about the surprise trip during dinner. Spill the beans. Spill the beans. Meaning, to spill the beans means to reveal a secret or disclose something that was meant to be kept confidential. In a sentence, he accidentally spilled the beans about the surprise party during dinner.
The early bird catches the worm. Meaning, this idiom means that people who act early or are proactive often achieve success or gain an advantage. In a sentence, she arrived at the sale an hour before it started because she knew the early bird catches the worm. Let's try another sentence. He finished his assignment well ahead of the deadline, proving that the early bird catches the worm. Have you ever been the early bird? Meaning, this idiom means that when one bad thing happens, it's often followed by many others in quick succession, or it can also refer to a series of fortunate events happening all at once. In a sentence, after his car broke down, he lost his wallet on the same day. When it rains, it pours. Let's try another sentence. She got promoted, won the lottery, and found her dream house all in 1 week. When it rains, it pours. Barking up the wrong tree. Meaning, to bark up the wrong tree means to pursue a mistaken or misguided course of action or idea. In a sentence, he blamed his colleague for the mistake, but he was barking up the wrong tree. Let's try another sentence. If you think I'm responsible for the missing files, you're barking up the wrong tree. Now it's your turn. Have you ever barked up the wrong tree? Rome wasn't built in a day. Meaning, this idiom means that important tasks or achievements take time and effort and cannot be rushed. In a sentence, learning a new language takes patience. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Let's try another sentence. Don't expect overnight success with your business. Rome wasn't built in a day. Can you think of a time when you learned that Rome wasn't built in a day? Jump on the bandwagon. Meaning, to jump on the bandwagon means to start supporting or following something that is already popular or successful. In a sentence, after the team started winning games, many fans decided to jump on the bandwagon. Let's try another sentence. She didn't care for the trend at first, but eventually she jumped on the bandwagon and bought the new gadget. Birds of a feather flock together. Meaning, this idiom means that people with similar interests, characteristics, or values tend to associate with each other. In a sentence, at the conference, all the tech enthusiasts gathered in one corner, proving that birds of a feather flock together. Let's try another sentence. The group of artists spent hours discussing their work, showing that birds of a feather flock together. Meaning, this idiom means you shouldn't judge someone or something based solely on appearances, as they can be misleading. In a sentence, although the restaurant looked small and simple, the food was amazing, proving you can't judge a book by its cover. Let's try another sentence. The quiet student surprised everyone with his brilliant speech. Just goes to show, you can't judge a book by its cover. Meaning, this idiom means you shouldn't rely on just one plan or opportunity, as it could lead to failure if that plan doesn't work out. In a sentence, he decided to apply to multiple universities because he didn't want to put all his eggs in one basket. Let's try another sentence. Investing in only one stock can be risky. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Cry over spilled milk. Meaning, to cry over spilled milk means to waste time worrying about something that has already happened and cannot be changed. In a sentence, she told him not to cry over spilled milk and to focus on fixing the issue instead. Let's try another sentence. Yes, the mistake was costly, but there's no use crying over spilled milk now. Now it's your turn.
Caught between a rock and a hard place. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Caught between a rock and a hard place means being in a difficult situation where both choices or options are unfavorable. In a sentence, he was caught between a rock and a hard place when he had to choose between staying late at work or missing his friend's wedding. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. Meaning, the ball is in your court means it is now your responsibility to take action or make a decision. In a sentence, I've given you all the information you need, so now the ball is in your court. A blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. Meaning, a blessing in disguise means something that seems bad at first but turns out to be beneficial. Missing the train was a blessing in disguise because I avoided the traffic caused by an accident. Burn the midnight oil. Burn the midnight oil. Meaning, to burn the midnight oil means to work late into the night, usually to complete a task or project. In a sentence, she had to burn the midnight oil to finish her assignment before the deadline. Subscribe for more idioms like this. See you.